Yeah, great. So, all aboard the Thinking Capsule.
The Thinking Podcast.
Here comes the topical storm.
And I'm Krank, and this is the forecast.
All right. My topic is going to be Daniel, Lara, and Josh Holes.
My topic will be the Quincy Copper Mine in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan.
That's what.
My topic will be big lies.
My topic will be Jodorowsky's Doom movie. Dune.
This is the podcast with Gus, Dan, and Eli, and special guests. Thinking Capsule, Thinking Podcast, Thinking Capsule, Thinking Podcast. The only rule is that you don't ask what's real. Thinking Capsule, Thinking Podcast, Thinking Capsule, Thinking Podcast. Rock over London, rock over Chicago.
Awesome. Yeah.
Wait, who's Dune movie?
Jodorowsky's? Jodorowsky's.
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 That's the director?
Yeah, Holy Mountain shit.
Interesting.
We were just
exciting.
watching Holy Mountain.
Straight up?
Straight up.
You guys will get a kick out of this shit then, yeah.
Was he the one that recommended it to you?
I don't think so. I feel like we never talked about Holy Mountain.
No, you and I haven't, but I've been talking about it with a lot of people because that movie's awesome.
So is that the first Dune movie?
Well, it never got made, but that's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exciting. And then Stan,
The Copper Mines.
nobody saw that coming.
Yeah.
But you just came back from
No, but that
I was
totally
there
makes sense.
physically.
Yeah.
I was there physically, and I'll even show pictures. I can have pictures for you guys to put up of like me being there.
You can
and
throw
what
them
it looks
up.
like.
Wow.
We could definitely
I
edit
was
those in.
physically just there.
And yours was people that I don't know?
Yeah, Daniel, Lara, and Josh Holes.
Sure.
You know them.
I
you
don't.
know them.
So
yeah.
this is going to be
Well, I really want to
Yeah,
know who
yeah,
they
yeah.
are, so I kind of want Eli to start just
And
to
you're
I can
Big
totally
Lies,
start.
aren't you?
break the ice.
Yeah, and yeah, Big Lies. I like your
Real Lies,
past
Real Lies,
topics
Big
have
Lies.
been fucking fire. Yeah. What do you get? Who do you guys think should start? I kind of really want to hear about the Dune movie. That's what I'm most interested in
I
right now.
think you should start.
I want to hear
I'm
about
just so curious
completely
about these
foreign
people.
to
You're
me.
a
Yeah.
great frontman. I think.
Thank you. Yeah, and then we can go in a circle that way.
Or you can pick who.
Yeah, because we're gonna do.
Oh
rules.
yeah. I'll pick
Yeah.
you. All right, so Daniel Lara, right? Born April 4th, year 2000. He lives in Riverside, California. Eventually goes to Riverside High School in California. He grew up like swimming and stuff. He actually has his grandfather's uncle was an Olympic swimmer for Brazil. Geraldo Lara. I think he won maybe a medal or something in the 1950s. I don't really know. But yeah, swimming's kind of in his family, so he's kind of a big swimmer or whatever. Grew up, he had two younger sisters and his two parents in California. So that was like those were his main things, pretty normal childhood, whatnot. And then Josh Holes, also California native, Riverside, California. And then they both meet. He's a year older. I don't remember the year that he was born. It was 1999, but I don't remember the date. But he's a year older than Daniel, Josh is. And they both meet in school. He's a sophomore. Daniel is a freshman. Josh is kind of big into, he's also a swimmer. For sports or whatever. But he's also big into skating and surfing, and he's got some posts and stuff on his Instagram that you can check out of him doing that shit. He has some pretty good skate clips or whatever. And he's also into fashion and that sort of thing within that realm. And he kind of knows Daniel or whatever, and then starts seeing Daniel just pulling up in this craziest fits like every day, and like starts really appreciating his sense of style and stuff. So then starts making these videos, right? Taking videos of Daniel with his awesome sense of fashion.
Yeah.
Specifically his Vans that he wore every time. Yeah.
I've just pieced
And then
together. I
doing-
know where this is going.
And then doing a silly little voice and going, damn, Daniel, back at it again with the white Vans, that whole thing.
way.
Yeah, so he would, originally it was just like he would take like one video of him a day sort of thing, especially if he really liked the outfit. And he was like, damn, Daniel. And he would just post it on his Snapchat story or whatever. And again, like Daniel at first, like didn't really know him or anything, and he was like, "Who's this guy?" 3 beers at once. Fire. Yeah, they didn't really know
Warriors.
Didn't really know each other at first until until he started making these videos, and then everybody really liked them, and then it was like eventually it just became like a fit of the day sort of thing from Daniel. Just kept posting these Snapchat stories, and then like one day, I guess like Daniel Lara like went out in public to go like see exactly like how like popular it's been and stuff. Like he'd slowly been gaining like notoriety, like everybody at his school knew him and stuff.
Yeah.
And then went to the mall, and it's like everybody knows him now because like people are like leaking his videos and stuff, and he's like, holy shit, like I'm like weirdly famous or whatever just for like dressing up. And he like calls Josh because they're like becoming like good friends now and stuff, and calls Josh and is like, dude, like look at this, and he's got like a crowd of girls like screaming behind him and stuff, and they're begging you to do the voice, like you got to do the voice for them. And then he's like, okay, damn, Daniel, or whatever. And they're all like erupt, like cheering for him and stuff. And they're like it's fucking ridiculous. And so they end up posting like a compilation of those videos, just like all the fit of the day. And then that's like the video that like we all know, the one that got like super famous.
The famous
And
Daniel video, yeah.
And it
So
actually,
that wasn't even the original?
what do you mean?
The one that got famous?
No, that was a compilation of all of the
okay.
like individual.
I see.
And if you like look at the videos, it's always like them on like the pool deck or whatever, because they had like swimming together in 6th hour or whatever. And yeah, so then they post that, and it blew up actually on my birthday in 2016, I think, February 16th. 2016, and it
For-
just blew up.
All those listening, that's Eli's birthday.
Yes, for everyone listening, it's
That's the day
my
you were
birthday.
born.
That's the day I was born. I was, yeah.
Very old.
So we got 2 things to celebrate on that day now.
Truly.
Yeah. So, and then again, like overnight sensation or whatever, and like within like a couple of months, they're getting like all these like crazy interviews and stuff like that, and they're like super famous, and they get on the Ellen DeGeneres show. Did you
I
guys ever
remember that,
know? Yeah, I had no
I
idea
remember
that they.
that. I remember that.
My mom used to watch that
I've
shit.
seen that one
Yeah.
specifically.
It's so wild, and they are like they're both just like like
They're just, like,
normal
normal kids.
children.
They're like high schoolers.
Yeah, it's so funny. Yeah, they just seem like pretty awkward, and they're just like, yeah, like I don't know, it's just like we just kind of accidentally blew up, I guess, and now we're on Ellen. And then Ellen on that show like gifted them a lifetime supply of Vans. Yeah, I don't even know how much in money. I think it was like 10 grand.
I mean,
worth of
I guess it
Vans.
depends on how fast you go through them.
Yeah,
Because like it's one of those things where it's like they'll be like, you win a lifetime supply of like root beer, and then you get like 2 root beer a day, and that's it. You don't,
it's not all you want.
Yeah.
2 root beer a day is a lot of root beer.
That's a lot of root beer.
But
That's a lot of
Man,
root
like,
beer.
I could drink 4.
but maybe not a lifetime supply for some people,
Like me, I could drink 8 root beer a minute.
But it ended up not even mattering because they took all of the Vans and then donated them to a children's hospital.
That's nice.
yeah.
wonderful.
Again, they're just like normal like kids, and they're
Yeah.
like they didn't even really want to be famous that bad or anything. And eventually, like I guess the reason that we don't know anything about them now, or like you never hear about them, is because like all this horrible shit that happened while they were famous, kind of. Where like they got, or Josh Holes got swatted. And
Shit.
Yeah, like they like called the police on him, and they were like just trolling him or some shit.
I cannot get into the mindset of why people would do that shit. You know what I mean? Like the people who call SWAT like streamers and shit. It's like
just bullshit.
Yeah, what's the fucking point?
It's just to know that like you interacted with them or something. Like I don't understand.
Like you just cause problems for them. Like who gives?
It's gonna happen to us.
Eventually
with this podcast.
Yeah, someone SWAT the podcast. You'll get the SWAT card.
It's inevitable.
I feel like in that time that was like such a big thing, like things like going viral on the internet, because I feel like obviously things had gone viral before, but it was like when everybody started to really know what that meant,
Right,
and like, people would make a big deal out of
like
it, I guess.
going viral went viral.
Yeah. And like, you could get to go on Ellen or whatever.
Yeah, just for like making, like literally doing nothing, you know? And everybody fucking just loved that video.
But now it's like things go viral all the time. But it doesn't really
and you may not even see
and then
see
next
it.
week it's like it's not a thing anymore.
Yeah.
And I feel like at the time swatting was like more of a problem because there wasn't like the law hadn't like caught up to that concept. Because, like, you could swat with no repercussions. Now there's like heavy consequences for squatting.
Shit happens. Yeah, shit happens, and people as a social. Yeah, that was a good catch.
Yes.
Socially, we're slow to catch up to dealing with what that means. Like shit, like what you're saying is like we were really slow to catch up to like, well, what do we do about this now when people can just bring up the phone and say, he's got a gun in his house and
dude,
he lives at this address.
He lives at this address. He's got a gun. He's threatening people. It's like, and the cops pull up. It's like. And it's just some kid from high school who went fucking viral because he was like, "Damn, Daniel, you got the white vans."
Exactly, and like I felt bad honestly after like researching the topic on them. I was like, damn, like they don't really they don't want people researching about them. You know, like people know their entire life stories.
Exactly,
and like Daniel
you can
Lara's,
tell who wants to be famous versus who was forced into fame.
Yeah. And his Instagram, Lara's Instagram got hacked and stuff, and then like people posted a bunch of like racist shit on it and stuff, and that was like a whole process of like getting that back and letting everybody know and stuff, and like his account hasn't been active since then. Like he just like went like completely like underground.
He probably doesn't want to deal with
basically.
that shit.
I wouldn't want to either.
And but apparently the most recent things that we've heard about them, they're both 25 right now.
Okay.
Daniel Lara is 24, I think, and Josh Holes is 25. So apparently Daniel Lara is actually doing like fashion shit somewhere in California for like a business or something.
Nice.
Again, it's like hard to tell or anything. Like, nobody really knows, but like they've been said that like he's actually like working on the ground floor of like doing fashion or whatever. But like originally like they were just trying to like go back to being like normal people kind of. And then Josh Holes, same thing, like just trying to live like a normal life basically, but also like has been seen like his last couple of posts on like social medias and stuff have been like collabs with Daniel. And it's like actually fucking sick, you know. Like maybe they'll end up like, doing cool things in like the
damn
world
Daniel
or
Renaissance.
What do you guys
like
think
using
about
that video or anything? But
what do you guys think about his outfit in the video?
I haven't seen it in
I don't
ages.
remember.
I only remember the white vans.
I think
I remember the one where
Yeah.
and he's like it's like white, like slimmer pants.
It reminds. It just feels very like fashion in 2016.
Yeah.
It feels like
it was solid. Yeah, and especially in California, I feel like it was like
very
you have to wear
California
bands
2016.
in California and a studs.
You have
like,
to.
tighter
It'll fucking get you.
They're gonna get you and throw you out.
And all white is pretty sick. It not everyone can pull that off.
An all white fit is ridiculous in my opinion. A lot of times, like you
I think
shouldn't
going
wear that
monochrome
much.
but if you're living in California, that's a hot state.
Yeah,
it's hot.
Totally
It's
fine.
very
White's
smart.
the best.
It's very
clever.
smart, but it's also very dangerous.
It can be very dangerous. It can be very dangerous.
Because you can blow up.
You can blow up.
You have to understand
What
that.
You have to understand
what
you're doing is
you're
very
doing
smart.
it's gonna
also
get you
very dangerous.
swatted.
It's gonna get you swatted.
There could be a gang of
It's
police
very
officers
dangerous.
coming to your
Yeah,
house.
you don't know these police officers at all.
I don't know them at all.
What made you want to talk about that today? Can we ask that? Can we ask why people pick this?
Yeah, that's what we've been. Yeah.
Why do you want to talk about that?
I don't know. I was thinking about like specifically the one. It do go down. That video.
Okay.
Yeah.
And like the background behind that, and I was like, I want to do like some old Vine or something, in like a like just like the life story of the people behind it.
You know who I think about a lot is the I had to do it to him guy. The one picture of the guy with the fucking shorts on and the cup shirt. And he's, I think about like what is that guy up to right now? Like what?
Remember that.
What could he be?
I would
fucking
remember if I saw it probably.
Just like that.
Huh.
And
Yeah, just
luckily
on
we
the
have
sidewalk.
video, so
Yeah.
viewers
Yeah.
can see what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
put a
put that.
picture
I'll
of
put that
that.
up in when we edit, or Gordy will. You know.
Yeah.
You sent it to Gordy. Thanks, Gordy.
And Gordy's our Jamie.
I went to
For all
808
the
and Gordy
viewers.
was there.
Yes.
Saw him earlier today.
Really.
Facts.
Great. Man, I wish I could have seen it.
I saw him in the window. He didn't actually say anything to me. I saw him in the window. He took his new comic book with him. He put it up to the window, and Liam was like, "That's awesome." But we couldn't actually talk to him because he didn't open the window to talk to us.
Wow. Yeah, he just wanted you to see the comic, I guess.
I guess so.
What was the comic?
It was Batman something, Court of Owls or something.
That's awesome.
Yeah. No, I'm loving Gordy. Gordy's up to some stuff.
Aren't we all, man? Our neighbors are home. Yeah.
For those listening, why did you not want to do it? Don't go down.
Nolan?
Because we just had talked about it too much, and like I wanted to learn more about like a newer topic.
No problem, man. No problem.
Maybe these guys would want to feature.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you might get our neighbors featured in this one, guys. Anyhow, I gotta pick somebody.
Yeah, you
But
gotta-
why
the
did you
segue?
not want to go down to? No, the new person has the segment. But why did you not want to do it? Don't go down.
I was thinking about doing that one, but we had already talked about it recently and stuff, and like I already knew like all of the background kind of to it, or like enough of the background for me to not be as interested. And I was like, I wonder what a different one would be, and I just wanted to do that instead.
Can I take a
More
whiz?
about it. Yeah,
What's the whiz? Can I...
Just go do that when you need
Shit, dude.
yeah,
Beer runs through me like crazy.
yeah. It's
Like water.
it's good to pee when you
Oh my
have
gosh.
to.
When you have to.
Yeah, you don't want to hold that shit in.
Yeah. Well, and I was gonna pick. I was gonna pick Krank. Yes, of course.
So this will be where we put our ad break.
Yeah.
we
Do
can
an
put an
ad read though.
For Bucked Up.
Yeah, do an
Bucked
ad
Up.
read.
Thank you, Bucked Up Energy, for
Thank you, Bucked Up Energy,
for sponsoring us in the future,
yeah,
For the
and all
spots
of
and
the.
Glorilla too.
and Glorilla for coming on the podcast on episode 200.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
Really excited. Glorilla hit us
But
up.
we've got
now.
that one in the bank already. We're just waiting to release it for you guys. Special little episode 200 treat.
We have them all already recorded up until
Yeah.
then.
Guys, how many subscribers do we have at the moment?
6 whole
Hey,
subscribers.
thank you guys for 6 subscribers. You know, we really appreciate the support. This
All
is
6 of the
big choice.
subscribers. Yeah, actually, shout out you guys. Oh,
Shout
another
out,
thing,
yeah.
since we're kind of on a little bit of an ad break,
I'm back.
I'm just looking for my watch. YouTuber.
What's
YouTube
going?
channel.
What's up with that?
What's up with you? We just would love to know why you said the girl that got hit by a car sent me.
We don't know what that means.
Oh, I saw.
We don't
I
know
was
what
actually
that
watching that. I
means.
saw
Wait, what is
that,
that?
and I was confused.
We don't
Yeah.
know.
Someone left a
I've never
comment
seen
on one of
that.
you guys'
It's just a comment. Weird
Yeah, someone
comment.
left a
We don't know
comment that
what's
was like, the girl who got sent by a car sent me this, and I love it or something. And it was like, I was reading it, I was like, what? What?
Well, we don't know what that is.
It was word for word. The girl who got hit by a car sent me, and I don't know what that means. And
mental.
you know, we would love to.
We'd love an explanation.
Yeah,
Drop it
we'd
in
love
the
to
comments
find that
below.
out. We'd love to have you as a
drop it in the
guest.
comments.
Honestly,
Drop
Yeah.
it in the comment section below.
Call in from wherever you are.
call in. We'll have you as a guest. It'd
I'm
be
gonna meet.
fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I'm choosing
calling
you.
me?
Yeah.
Alright, let me
Frank,
get,
it's
let me
your
get
turn.
lighted up first,
Yeah,
and then I will.
definitely get.
I'll
lit.
talk about this shit.
Absolutely. And also, don't forget you need a clever segue.
Oh shit. Well, Damn Daniel had a big cultural impact, right?
Yes.
You'd say.
would
I
say.
think what I'm about to talk about had a big cultural impact as well, and I'll get to it.
Okay.
I really want to talk about, and I was thinking about tons of topics. You guys told me I got to pick a topic. I was thinking about 10 things. I was thinking about like
Right.
the 100 Years' War or like bathrooms or roaches, all this shit. And I decided on
a great one.
Bathrooms.
But what I decided
Bathrooms.
on, yeah. Well, I was thinking about women's bathrooms, but like
Sure.
they could be designed
we
better.
all did. Yeah.
But that's a different story. But what I was thinking is, I want to talk about one of my favorite directors is Jodorowsky, and he was Alejandro Jodorowsky, and he was he's still alive, but he's a Chilean surrealist film. His movies are fucking crazy. You've seen Holy Mountain. Have you saw it as well?
We saw a little bit of
Yeah,
it. I
we
don't
saw a
know
little
if you
bit.
watched more.
I watched more, but I didn't
It's
finish it.
it's mental. He makes these movies. He did the first. Here, I made notes. I watched a documentary. I
Wow,
prepped for this shit,
fantastic.
man. I was like,
Yeah.
I got stuff to talk about. I'm prepped for this. Jodorowsky, he's a surrealist film director. His first movie he showed it in Mexico. When he was filming it, he had to like film it in secrecy basically because Mexico at the time had this really weird thing where like you basically had to get permission from the director unions and you had to get permission from the directorial
Hopefully
unions
we'll
and
get
stuff.
copyright claimed.
Yeah, hopefully.
I think we'll be alright.
Yeah.
You had to get permission from the directorial unions to even shoot a movie in Mexico. So he had to film it in secrecy because they didn't give him permission. It was this crazy movie. And he did a movie, El Topo. It's like a surrealist western. And then he did Holy Mountain. And he was talking to this French guy whose name escapes me, Michel Sio. And he was like, look, Jodorowsky, I'll help you with whatever movie you want to make. And he was like, you know what? I want to make a movie about Dune, the Frank Herbert book. And this was in the 1976 or whatever. So this is 10
So
years.
nobody had-
Yeah. This is like 10 years before the David Lynch Dune movie. Yeah. And should I keep talking?
Absolutely.
Jodorowsky hadn't actually read the book. He kind of just wanted to make this movie because his friend explained the plot to him, and he was like, that sounds awesome, I want to make this movie. So, I watched this documentary today. It's really good. Jodorowsky's Dune. Sorry, I keep saying Doom. Dune. It's about the making of the movie, and he says like I wanted to make a movie that was like being on LSD, but you're not on LSD. You know what I mean? So he's like, all right, I'm gonna make this movie, and basically I want this movie to be the pinnacle of human art and human achievement. I want this movie to inspire prophets. I want this movie to his words, I want this movie to mutate the next generation's minds.
It's awesome.
I'm gonna tell you the people who he got to help him with this. He got Pink Floyd to do soundtrack. He got H.R. Geiger to do art design. He got Mobius. I don't know if you know Mobius. He's a French comic artist. He also got him. He got Salvador Dali. And Salvador Dali is crazy because Salvador Dali is a famous painter. He's not an actor. And he was like, Salvador Dali, do you want to be in this movie? And he was like, yeah, I'll be in this movie, but only if I'm the highest paid actor in Hollywood ever. And so they agreed, you could be in the movie, we'll pay you $100,000 a minute of screen time that we have you in the movie. And he was like, perfect, I'll do that.
It's awesome.
$100,000
Salvador Dali's the
minute.
clock guy. You know the melted clocks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He wanted to have, did you see the new Dune movie? Did you guys see the new one?
I have never seen any of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen it.
He wanted Orson Welles to play the villain. Orson Welles, who at that point was like basically washed up. I mean, if you know anything about Orson Welles, he did Citizen Kane, he did Meet the Somethings or whatever, I don't remember. He did Touch of Evil, he did a bunch of stuff. I think he did Touch of Evil, but he was Jodorowsky went up to he was in Paris during this, and he was assembling. He literally called him. He was like, "I'm assembling my warriors." He said he was like a cult leader, basically. He was like, "I'm assembling my warriors." He found Orson Welles in a French restaurant, basically indulging himself, and he was like, Orson, I want you in my movie. What can I do to get you in my movie? And he was like, I'm not going to do it. And he's like, what if I pay you as much as you would if you were an actor, but also I will hire the chef of this restaurant and he will feed you every single day that we're filming. And Orson Welles was like, okay, I'll do it. I'm in. I'll do it.
It sounds like a montage of like a heist movie, like a recruiting the team.
bizarre.
It's really
Where is he
cool.
getting the money?
French people were giving him the money. Well, this is where it comes in later, but He got the band Magma. I don't. They're old. They're an '80s band or whatever. Or '70s is when they hit their stride. He got them on it as well. He wanted Mick Jagger in it. He got Dan O'Bannon, who was the screenwriter for Alien, to do the special effects for the movie. He turned down the guy who did the special effects for 2001: A Space Odyssey. He was like, "You don't have a soul." He was like, "You don't have the right human soul to do what I want, so I don't want you in my movie." And so there was all this crazy shit, but like shit with Dali, where he was like,
You took so many.
"Oh my god!" Because I watched this documentary, I was taking notes.
Yeah, wow.
When he was talking to Dali, he was like, when he's talking to the rest of his crew, he was like, "Look, we have to pay Salvador Dali $100,000 a minute, so what we'll do is we'll only have him in the movie for like 3 minutes." And so they had him come in, record all his lines, and they were going to have him play some parts, but they were planning on building an animatronic replica of Salvador Dali to do the rest of the movie. And Salvador Dali was also like, "All right, I'll do the movie, $100,000, but also my throne," because they wanted him to play the Emperor in the movie, who in the new movie it's played by Christopher Walken, and it's bizarre, but he was like, "If I'm the Emperor of the movie, I want my throne to be a toilet, a golden toilet, flanked by dolphins, like statues of dolphins." And he was like, "Yeah, we'll do that. Why not? We'll fucking do that." He wanted his son to play the main character in the movie, his 12-year-old son, and he put his son through like a rigorous training exercise. He was like, "You have to live as Paul Atreides if you're going to play Paul Atreides."
Wait, so Salvador Dali would have played Paul's father?
He would have played the Emperor of the universe.
Of the universe.
Emperor,
Oh, because
whatever,
Paul's father is the Emperor of
He's the Duke.
The Duke of
Leto.
Atreides.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not super well.
The name of he had a story about who the Duke, the actor for the Duke, where the first time he met him, Jodorowsky was like, when I was in Paris, I bought this big thing of vitamin E so I could keep myself energized or whatever. And when I first met the guy, he walked into my hotel suite and he was like, "You got vitamin E?" And he took the whole thing and chugged the whole thing of vitamin E pills. And he was like, "That's the guy I want playing Duke Leto."
It's sick.
But he wanted his son to play the main character in the movie, his 12-year-old son, and he got this French martial arts dude to train him. And his son, for every single day for 2 years, 6 hours a day, every day of the week, he was training, like brutal training, like think like Kill Bill, Pai and Mei, like brutal training to get him to like be ready for this. He was like, "This is a spiritual undertaking." He completely altered the way the book was. Like it was loosely connected to the book, and he met with the author of the book several times, and he just completely did a different thing. The movie ends with the movie was supposed to end with the Paul getting killed, which doesn't happen in the book. Spoiler alert for the new Doom movie. In Jodorowsky's Doom, Paul loses the duel against Fade Routha, who's supposed to be played by Mick Jagger, and he dies. Who's now played by Austin Butler, and he does a great job. And he loses, is killed, but his consciousness becomes one with all of humanity, and the planet, which in the movie, the planet Arrakis is like a desert world. It suddenly becomes like a paradise of Eden, and then it becomes like a sentient planet and travels the universe, enlightening the other planets. It's so fucking bizarre.
So this movie would have covered the whole first book?
It would have. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And here's the thing. So it never got made, and there's a reason for that. The reason it never got made was because he would not budge when he was discussing with studios, because they needed like $14 million and they could only get $9 million, and so they need to come up with the $5 million elsewhere or some shit. And he could never get people to fund it because the problem was no studio would fund him, because he would not. Jodorowsky wouldn't budge on the movie being like 14 hours long. He would not budge on it. Movie studios were like, "Look, the most you can do is 2 hours. Like, you can't go more than that." And he was like, "No, it has to be like 12 to 20 hours, or that's it. I'm not doing it." And so it didn't end up made because he wouldn't budge on that. And no one would pay him. So the movie never got made. But they made this big. He hired the comic book artist Mobius, this French dude, to draw out every single scene. Every single scene is fully sketched out. They know exactly he knows exactly what he wanted to do with it. It's fully planned out technically. Like, the blueprints for the movie exist. It's a book, literally this fucking big. It's a phone book, basically, of the entire movie. And they got copies of this movie, and the book, and they sent it to a bunch of the big studios in Hollywood. And so these studios had access to all the concept art, and the concept art's crazy. And what ended up happening is the movie didn't get made. And Jodorowsky he did smaller films, but he never made anything as big as like Holy Mountain or El Topo after that. Sure. But how am I doing on time?
Are you good? I was just checking my...
You are 1 minute over.
My phone.
Not even, because I went hella over. Too.
I think we started at 4 too.
Yeah, because we had some band too.
So I can fill this out, but towards the end. But what ended up happening was the movie didn't get made, and all the big movie studios got a hold of the. They were sent the big book, basically the blueprints for the movie, and so it's arguable. You can argue that modern sci-fi films exist because of this movie that was planned. Alien, most of the crew that Jodorowsky assembled went on to make Alien. I mean, H.R. Geiger was the art director for that, and the guy who was doing the visual effects did the screenplay for Alien. And without Alien, you wouldn't have had Blade Runner. And without all of this stuff, you wouldn't have gotten Star Wars and basically any modern sci-fi movie. So Jodorowsky's attempt at Dune was like the progenitor of modern sci-fi films, because before that they were like, oh, it's niche, it's trivial, it's whatever, it's something, who gives a shit. Now it's like, of course, sci-fi is a mainstay in film. The last thing I'll say is David Lynch in 1984 directed a Dune movie. It was like his second or third movie, like it was really one of his early stuff, and it got fucked with. And Jodorowsky went to the movie. His son, who was going to play Paul Atreides, basically dragged him to the movie. And he was like, and in the documentary he goes, I watched the movie and I was like, it's so bad. I'm so happy it's so bad. Because if David Lynch couldn't do Dune, no one can. Like, they fucked up. Like, they should have let me do it. Jodorowsky genuinely thought he was gonna create a movie that would like send humanity thousands of years into the future. Like, he literally thought he could have propelled human evolution with this movie.
And that's what mutate the mind.
Exactly. That's what he told the people. He's like, look, we're not just making a movie. We are making the pinnacle of human art.
Okay, but as far as I'm aware, like, David Lynch wants his name taken off of that movie.
He hates that movie
because I feel like it was the production studio took it and ran and completely re-edited.
Oh yeah, they fucked that movie up. That movie
didn't want it to
that
happen,
movie. There's so much cool shit in that movie. I love that movie, but they fucked that shit up so bad. And it's one of those things where it's like, if I'm directing film, it's like I would never fucking let my producers have a say in it. It's the same shit that happened to Orson Welles.
I mean, yeah,
they let him basically have free reign with Citizen Kane, and that's one of the best movies ever. His later movies, the producers would get their hands in and ruin that shit.
You gotta get the money from somewhere. Like Jodorowsky was making these big promises, but no one was paid in the end.
Yeah, it just fell apart. The screenwriter for Alien, Dan O'Bannon, he moved from America to Paris because this was all going down in Paris. And when the movie fell through and was basically, they were like, we're not going to do it, he was like, what the fuck do? I sold everything I had in America to move here. I have nothing. I literally have nothing. What am I going to do? But it's fucking bizarre. Like, there's a world where we almost got a 14-hour movie of Dune, and I wish we'd done it. It would have been crazy. Yeah. It would have been fucking mental.
Is there a way to see the?
I tried looking earlier today. Apparently, someone made a Google Drive file that's got the whole book in it, but I couldn't get a hold of the copy. I was looking for it, but it exists.
It's out.
The director of Drive was in the documentary. He was like, one time Jodorowsky invited me over for dinner, and he sat me down and talked me through the movie. And he was like, the movie they could have made. He was like, the movie they could have made is second to literally just having a conversation where he describes it, and that's crazy to me. Like, that's such a huge idea for me of like, how do you create art that's so fucking out there? Yeah. That's why I love Holy Mountain. That's why I love that shit, because it's fucking bonkers. It's like, what the fuck are they doing?
Yeah, that's really insane, especially like the context behind it and like how that put together. Like, if I were to sit down and see that 14-hour movie,
Oh my god.
I'd probably just be like, Jesus.
There's some experience. I know,
It's
yeah.
like,
There's some
alright,
experience
yeah,
where
I get
it is like that. I mean, the closest I can think of that would be like that is David Lynch's Inland Empire, which I saw recently, and not to get too off track, but that movie's fucking psycho.
Yeah.
That movie's amazing, but the problem is you have to sit through the 3.5 hours of it in one sitting.
Yeah.
Like, you can't get up, you can't look away, you have to watch that movie in full in one thing.
Yeah. I would do that too.
It's fucking something. But yeah, that's my topic. That's what I had to talk about.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
It was.
That's a fantastic topic.
I was researching that. Thank you.
That's very.
Yeah.
I was enthralled the whole time. I don't even have any questions. It was very thorough. Very.
We gotta get our hands on the book of the drive.
It's
or whatever.
literally he had the guy make.
We could just make it.
I was thinking about that.
Yeah.
Next episode of the pod will be Jodorowsky's Dune. We're gonna create this movie. We just need our 6 subscribers to finance this.
Yeah,
please.
$15 million. Well, you need to account for inflation. It'd be a lot more nowadays. But yeah.
30, 40,
Send money.
60
Just send
million.
money.
30, 40, 60,
Yeah,
maybe
send
80
money.
million.
We'll
Just
set
like
a
a
GoFundMe. Yeah.
Let's just say 80 million.
But that's
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah,
shit.
we'll start
Let's
GoFundMe.
start with that.
If you guys be willing
Jodorowsky
to
is
fund
he's such a huge influence for me because it's like he was just making shit, and there was in the the documentary's crazy. I mean, you guys should watch it. It's just like
What's it called?
Jodorowsky's Dune. You can find it on Internet Archive or YouTube. I rented it on YouTube because I couldn't figure out how to watch the English version on Internet Archive.
Was
But
it
also
live? Or
What?
is the channel on YouTube?
the channel.
It's
If,
a YouTube.
if you rented it, then it's just from.
Yeah, it's just from YouTube. Yeah, there's movies and shit on YouTube. Like, I own a few movies on YouTube. Phantom of the Paradise, I own on
Okay.
YouTube.
I own Days of Confused on YouTube.
We're living in the
Exactly.
future.
I know,
for all
it's
those
crazy.
listeners.
Yeah, geez, YouTube's. I mean,
YouTube's crazy.
YouTube's different now.
We can talk about
Yeah,
YouTube.
don't even get AI.
ChatGPT.
I was-
yeah.
I
We
was-
don't need to get into AI this time.
I was
But
talking
AI
about
has been
YouTube.
huge for this podcast.
It has been.
So
All of this is
with the
AI
Archie
generated.
photos.
We are
All of
fake.
our topics are AI generated.
Yeah, I put into chat. That's what my boss does.
All
I
of
put
ours-
into Chat GPT. I'm like, what should I talk about on the podcast? And they're like, you should talk about this. I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah, all of our special guests are actually AI.
YouTube. Yeah, I'm not real. I'm not real.
Okay.
Specifically promise.
YouTube. Are you taking a whiz?
Yes.
Yeah, I might have to go after this, but I wanted to pick Gus next for his topic, so I'll have to wait.
You
But
don't want to hear about it. Damn.
I do want to hear about Stam, but I think
Sucks.
Stam to be such a great bookend.
Yeah.
And Gus going big lies. What does big lies even mean?
Big
What is-
lies.
Stan, I love you.
Interesting.
Stan, I love you.
Yeah.
YouTube, I was talking about YouTube with someone the other day, and YouTube is like, in my opinion, it's the first. Because I saw a thing that most people who watch YouTube nowadays, the majority of people watching YouTube, they're watching it on their TV.
Really? That's
Yeah,
interesting.
and I was like, it's
Really?
well, think about it because
I mean, I guess that's what we
YouTube
do.
was like the first, like, basically unlimited content mill. It's the first time where you could just go out and search for, like, exactly what you want to watch.
Yeah.
You didn't have to flip through channels and start in the middle. You could just go looking for something and start from the beginning of what exactly you want to watch, like, curtail to your exact, like, needs.
And hopefully that thing for most people is thinking capsule.
Yeah, hopefully.
Podcast.
Hopefully.
Tune in, guys.
Tune in.
Every week, every fucking Sunday.
And so,
It's, yeah.
And
so
so,
let's move
yeah,
on to
what's
that.
your
Let's
take?
just-
What's my
for the
take?
next-
I'm sorry.
Oh, my pick? I would love to hear Gus, but can I piss first before you start talking?
Yeah, sure.
Well, I gotta whiz. Sorry.
So let's.
All right, so another ad break.
Yeah.
Another
Oh my
ad break,
gosh, you
2 in a
guys are
row.
gonna have to do so many because of me. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
I mean, this will be the biggest ad we've ever had yet.
Yeah, this is gonna be a big, beautiful ad
Yeah, we're gonna make a lot of money from these ad breaks, probably.
from these ad breaks. Yeah, so
And if you're willing to sponsor, please let us know. We
Thank you,
will
Budweiser.
absolutely, yeah.
Thank
Any
you, Spat and
sponsors?
Oktoberfest.
Spat and Oktoberfest for getting us drunk.
Thank you, M43. Thank you, American Spirit.
And thank you, Bugle.
Thank you, Bugle.
This
Thank
is-
you,
Thank you.
Hams.
There's a
And just so you guys know, this is all the stuff that's on our
And thanks to
table.
Joints,
We
Doinks
truly love
Joints.
these
Doinks.
products.
Yeah, shout out Doinks Joints.
not really doing much, but
Yeah.
it's okay.
Well, I heard about a guy, and I couldn't find about it, but he would make movies, and he would call the companies up and be like, "Hey, pay me to not have your brand in my movie because my movie's gonna be fucked up, and you don't want your brand associated with that. So pay me, and I'll take like Coca-Cola out. I'll take like your brand out of it." I talked for a while. Gus, you get started.
We kept it going. Yes.
So, what's a lie but something that didn't happen? This movie didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
Something that did happen today. We were all talking on the phone. I don't know if you remember that, but I was actually recording that whole time.
Were you really?
Yeah, I was recording that whole time.
While we were on bikes? That's what
While we were on bikes.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna
biking
editor
home from
Gordy
work today.
put in the recording that I recorded for this time because this is important for my topic.
Okay.
So there's going to be a segment with what you recorded showing up? Okay.
Right now there'll be a 6-minute segment of a recording of a phone call.
And we're back.
Wonderful 6 minutes.
Wow. And we can
Crazy.
pretend like we just listened to it.
Yeah.
We can.
I mean,
just listen to it.
you know what's on it because you were privy to it. You know what's on because you recorded it.
I didn't. Yeah, I mean,
And
I
I
was
was
there.
on the phone.
And you was on
Stan
it.
was on
I
the phone.
wasn't, so I'll have to watch back the episode to figure out what the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah,
now.
this is
But
interesting.
it's okay. It's
I don't
okay.
remember most of what we talked about.
Well,
but
Yeah,
there
it wasn't much.
Were there a lot of lies?
There was one big lie,
Okay.
and that's that I didn't have anything prepared.
Really?
But I actually did.
Okay,
That's
fantastic.
incredible. Yeah. And it was the big lie.
And it was the big lie. And
So this is all a part of your plan, basically. Then.
I don't know where they are. They're over there.
Oh yeah.
Like,
there's
could you
a
be a
few.
doll and him be a Oh, thank you, my dear.
So yeah.
But Gus,
So you had a topic prepared from the beginning, and you knew you were setting us
I knew
up for
exactly
this.
what was going to happen, and that was I was going to record.
And everybody was gonna be
phone
like, you don't have a topic, like we might not
I
be
was
able
going
to
to be
do
like,
it
oh
tonight.
fuck, and then I was like, okay, I'm down, I guess. Like, let's just do it.
Meanwhile, you're recording the whole
Meanwhile,
time,
I'm
knowing
recording that whole
everybody's
time
gonna catch you.
lying because that's
which everybody just listened to the recording of.
so now all the listeners are privy.
Yeah.
Everyone except me is privy to this.
Well, you can watch that episode.
I'll watch it back. Yeah.
And I mean, but that's basically the gist. Is like,
Okay.
I was like, yeah, I don't know if I can do it because I'm not prepared. But that was the big lie.
So do you want to talk about big lies then?
Well, yeah.
Are you? Well, wait. So, question.
Okay, sure.
So your topic is your topic that big lie? Just specifically that big lie, or is
I
it
also
just
wanted
generally?
to talk about because I think that
Other
people getting abducted by aliens, they're probably lying.
That's what you want to talk about.
Well,
Well,
that's just
part of-
something that I want
That's
to talk
part.
about.
Okay, so it's generally like big lies.
Yeah.
I thought I didn't know if it was the big lie of the night or if it was big
No,
lies.
that's
in
just an
general.
aspect.
Okay, yeah.
That's great.
So
that's
that's a good way to-
metatextual. You made a big lie, and now you're talking about big lies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
it's beautiful.
Well, let's hear it. Let's talk about big lies.
So, okay, this story goes back to Kansas, 1988.
Okay.
A man by the name of Joshua Abraham.
okay.
Okay. Fantastic. Joshua Abraham. Let's keep going.
Okay, that's Joshua Abraham.
Yeah, Joshua Abraham.
Yeah, okay.
Let's hear what's happening with Joshua Abraham.
I believe it.
1985, back on campus.
Fletcher was talking about Joseph.
Well,
Yeah, I'm
Lord,
sure
yeah.
it exists. Yeah.
this topic that you had.
Yeah, Joshua Abraham, 1985, on campus. Let's hear what's going
Which
on
campus
with this big
is
lie.
this?
This is the campus of West Kansas.
West.
Wait, West what? West what?
What? West Campus?
Campus of West Campus.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
So
what it is.
who is this, Joe Schmo?
Yeah,
No,
Joshua.
Joshua Abraham, he was born to one coal mine worker. But and the thing about him is that he never learned how to read. but he was able to overcome that with different.
Okay, yeah. No, hear him out. Let's hear him out, guys. Come on.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah.
Now, is he still kicking? Is he still around?
He's not still around, but he was actually the first ones to develop different types of things to listen to because he couldn't read. So
like he was the first guy to figure out music?
He was the first person to listen.
He invented audiobooks, is what you're saying, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he was the man to invent audiobooks.
Yeah, okay, because he couldn't read.
Because Joshua Abraham could not read in 1985 on West Campus.
1989 on West Campus.
Yes, sorry.
1989. Yeah, I'm following.
Yeah.
But yeah, so one day, April 22nd, he, was like a normal college.
April 22nd, what year?
1990.
1988.
1988. Okay, so 1 year prior to when the story starts.
Well, yes, this is his co-worker father, Joshua Abraham Sr.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But so he was at this party, and who he saw there, he would never be able to forget.
Yes.
Because he saw 3 people, and they told him 3 different lies about things. About
3 different things.
About 3 different things.
Yes, no. I understand, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so one of those lies was that his son would never be able to read. One of those lies was that his son would be the first one to invent these types of different listening softwares that we probably wouldn't have. We probably wouldn't have this modern podcast setup that we have now
If not for
Joshua Abraham, because he couldn't read. He had to get through college by listening to his books.
Yeah.
And then,
So he invented the audiobook.
so
Like the modern
version. Like it all
So he
kind of
had someone
adapted from
else
that.
read it and recorded them and listened to it back.
Yes.
Oh, right.
Yeah, his father. Joshua
His
Abraham.
father read it through
Yeah.
and recorded
Okay.
it, and he then listened to it
In the
later.
No, this makes sense.
In the coal mine. Well, I'd imagine coal mines have good acoustics because, like, it's a small,
Yeah. But
Joshua H. Abraham Sr.
yeah, the problem was they didn't really have the technology for it at the time. So he
And the H
had
stands
all
for
these like
Jesus H.
crazy
Christ.
manuscripts. Like he was like drawing these crazy blueprints, and they weren't found until like many years later. And people thought he was like just like schizo or something, but really he had like these detailed descriptions on how to record audiobooks because he he needed to listen to those things or else he wouldn't be able to get the knowledge out
That
of
he
them
needed.
that he needed
Yes.
on West Campus.
In 1989.
In 1989.
This is 1988 still? Joshua Abraham
Are we talking
It's
about
been a
senior
year.
or junior?
Oh, okay.
So
this is
Senior
his
was the
last
one
year.
recording these for Abraham Jr.
Yes.
Okay, and
Well, Joshua, yeah.
yeah, Joshua.
Joshua Abraham.
Joe Schmo.
But yeah, and the third lie was that that what would happen next would actually change the world.
So that was the third
You press
lie.
a button and it would be for good reason.
He pressed the button and it would change the world, but there was another button that would
So
change the world.
this story, this is
No,
where
because
this
you
is
have
where
to
big
wait.
lies.
No, because
They're-
he's gonna
okay,
get.
yeah.
Remember what I said about aliens earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all
We're
tied
getting-
back
Okay,
together.
so there's big
Okay.
lies to kick it off.
There's big lies and there's big aliens.
No, because he had these crazy manuscripts, and this is what he says. But and then 1990 comes around, and
his son's just 1 year old now.
he's just 1 year old, but he goes missing.
Right.
But after he turns the age of 10, this is the year 2000. He's like
Missing for 9 years.
he's back, but he was just 10. But he was back before.
Okay, yes.
Okay, alright.
Fantastic.
And he has this like crazy story about how he got abducted by aliens.
in the year 2000.
No, in the year 1990. But he wasn't able to tell anybody because he was 1 year old.
Yeah. In 1990. No, this makes a lot of sense to me.
Okay, yeah.
I mean,
no,
yeah,
it does,
yeah.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
1 year old, 1990. He can't tell anybody. I mean,
Yeah.
so are you gonna be able
Because
to?
he's 1 year old.
Were you telling people things in 1990 when you were 1 year old?
I couldn't.
Were you 1 year old in 1990?
I wasn't when you were.
Vance, were you?
I was not. I was negative 20 or some shit, man.
Okay, well then you
I
weren't
was
saying
twinkling
anything.
in my dad's ball sack at that point. Like
You weren't saying a single thing then.
And so,
Exactly.
Fair enough.
You
All
were
right,
saying
That's his point.
fair enough.
and so he sees this like giant. Well, this is all his account, but he sees this giant like spinning flying saucer, basically like from a comic book, with like glowing lights coming off of it, and then there's this spotlight coming down, and then what do? A, get sucked up.
Well, he's a
B,
baby. He can't
run
do
away,
much.
C, or like try and reason with them.
Hey, I'm just gonna get sucked up.
A,
Hey.
you get sucked up. Get sucked up.
It's a choose your own story.
It's a choose your own topic.
Choose your own adventure.
But this is all true.
I do think that it's interesting though, like how, like actually, like people that have like accounts of aliens, it's always like they do see the same things somehow, and it just like happens to be the way that we all depict aliens
Yeah.
before that sort of thing, like a flying
Who's to say?
saucer.
I'm
Aliens are
not
gonna be
super
something we
surprised
can't
about how many
Yeah.
like UFO accounts you got, because when I get like really fucking high, I wouldn't be surprised if that's the shit I saw. You know what I mean?
Sure.
These people have schizophrenia, probably. Anyways, go on, guys.
Yeah.
Talk about Joshua Abram Jr. He's a
Joshua
1-year-old king
Abram.
abductor.
But in 2000, like you have those references already, like the
Already,
flying
yeah.
saucers.
But
for
the
sure.
problem, and even in 1990, like there is video camera technology, but the
Yeah,
problem was he was 1 year old.
Yeah, exactly.
video camera.
He couldn't use these video cameras. His little hands were too small to press the button.
Yeah, there was
That,
no way.
that was the problem.
Shit,
Yeah, his
Just
hands
that
are too
his
small.
hands couldn't do it.
That's the
He was
only-
trying to take a video, but his hands were too small.
He tried his damnedest.
But he was just 1 year old.
Yeah, exactly.
But he was
Simply wrong.
only 1 year old. Yeah.
But
So in 2000,
what happened next was actually amazing.
Yeah, I bet it
for an
was.
amazing reason.
Well,
Everything so far is
what he
amazing.
did with the camera was because remember all these innovations he made with videotaping for audiobooks.
Yeah. Or, well, did he make it, or was it his father? It was his father.
Why is he videotaping audiobooks?
I thought he could have used the videotape since he was 1 year old. Wait, what are
They
we
spend these years videotaping for these audiobooks.
He was just
audio
recording-
Guys,
he was
guys,
just
guys,
recording
guys,
the
guys,
book.
guys.
You guys know that's
Let him-
the innovation.
Yeah,
You-
so that's the-
everybody laughs at what's coming next. But that's the end of my story.
That's it? Wait, what happened with the aliens? I thought he talked about the aliens, but he
What
gets
happens
that.
next is that everybody laughs. he said,
Everybody laughs at future technology. That's the end of my story. Let's re-emphasize that.
yeah.
That's profound.
So, Stan,
That's it.
It was a really.
That was the whole thing.
Did you
the whole
even?
time.
Did we give you a good? Did you do a good segue?
yeah,
I don't
things that
remember.
never happened.
Things that never.
That's
happened.
good.
Oh yeah,
Something
yeah.
that never
that's
happened.
right,
Yeah,
that's right.
he did a good segue. He told a good
I
story,
forgot. Yeah.
and I'm still trying.
Because
to,
let's be
There's a story,
honest,
some good
none of us
facts.
actually believe in Joshua Abraham.
Which one?
What?
Senior or
Senior,
junior?
junior.
I believe senior exists, but junior, I don't know.
No, I mean, I mean,
Senior was compelling.
I'm a senior truther, but I don't know about junior.
I don't know. Senior was quite compelling.
either of them could be real, and we wouldn't know.
True.
People would laugh in future technology.
Yeah. They would.
But yeah, I mean,
The end.
definitely like a good point. Like, like big lies that led, like 3 big lies that led to an even bigger lie.
Sure.
He
said
That I wasn't prepared.
Who was it
The-
that
the-
said that?
The Joshua Abraham Jr. got abducted by aliens, and what his father did for the innovation with the video audiobooks.
Yeah.
Right, and I mean that
Yeah.
all started with a big lie.
That all started
Right.
with
Yeah,
three
started with
with
a big
three
lie.
big lies.
And
Yeah.
the 3
The
people
three
he
big
met
lies.
at
The
the
3
party.
people, the 3 liars he met.
Yeah,
The
the 3 big lies.
I mean, it makes sense.
It all makes sense.
It kind
It
of
adds
had,
up to me.
and it did have like in a way like a cultural impact.
Sure.
too.
yeah.
Like,
I mean, we wouldn't
the
be
way lies
talking.
work.
People wouldn't be able to listen to us right now if not for Joshua Abraham Sr.
yeah, right
I mean-
now, I mean, we have plenty of lies in society. I feel like things
Yeah.
that people lie
This
about
is
all
the
the
last
time.
one.
That's the last
That's
one.
your last one.
The things that people
Or
lie
that's
about.
the last one. Is that a big lie or is that real?
It's true.
I guess I can't.
That's the big truth. It's a big truth. the thing is, people lie about we're forever changed by the story.
What I always think is if you can make a lie, and if it doesn't actually matter that you lied, does it matter that it was a lie?
Right.
If I tell a story and I might embellish a few parts, like, does it matter that I might have embellished a few parts and lied?
I think and I do that a lot.
I do too.
I embellish things in a story like all the time. And I feel like I make it kind of obvious, like how much I'm embellishing.
I know. I love lying to people. I make shit up all the time.
It's great.
I make up shit all the time because it's just like
Yeah, I
Do some
feel like
hyperbole.
Exactly.
Make it a little bit more fun.
Yeah, and like Gus, I feel like most of your humor comes from you just lying.
Yeah, you be lying, and you're gonna be the journalist.
You're our biggest lying friend, and
He's gonna be a journalist. What do you mean?
it's a great thing. He's gonna be a journalist. I mean, he's going to school for journalism.
Hey, news, all the mainstream media, it's lying anyways.
So yeah, lying is also kind of a big part of this podcast in a way.
But we'll never know that.
But because we don't know whether or not you are lying. Like, nobody knows whether or not any of us are lying about things. I mean, I think it's a beautiful thing, you know? It gives us a lot of freedom to just say whatever we want. It doesn't matter if it's true.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't even have to worry.
Yeah, we don't even have to worry coming into this podcast. We just have fun, you know? Just learn some things that might be true.
Yeah. I bet 95% of that was true.
If not
Yeah,
all of it.
we'll never know.
We'll never know.
We can't ask.
We can't question that.
That's the one rule of the podcast. I don't know if we've made
You have
that
a field day
clear
with
enough.
that, don't you? With the fact that it can't question anything. You have a field day with it. You just like, I can't
You
tell
just
me.
talk.
I can't even call me on my bullshit. I can say whatever I want.
Exactly. That's the beauty of the Thinking Capsule, the Thinking Podcast.
Thinking capsule, thinking podcast.
Is the thing that what's real and what's
And I'm
fake.
Krank, and this is the
You can't ask. Yeah, you just can't ask. And I feel like maybe we haven't made that clear enough. The one rule we have on the podcast is that you can't ask what's real.
Stan, can I squeeze that last one? Thank
But
you.
also,
This is like
what
Bavaria.
you
We
need
were
to
talking about Bavaria last night.
What you
understand
need to understand is that it's very smart.
But also, all rules can be broken.
Well, rules are meant to be broken. I mean, they wouldn't have codified it into a rule if they didn't think someone would break it eventually.
If I break like, is that real?
Is what real?
The way if they made it,
You're asking if it's real. See, and you're
You
breaking
can't.
the rule.
Exactly.
Breaking the rule. Hey, you just broke the rule.
exactly.
He's proving a point that.
Yeah. Oh, I get it now.
Yeah.
And apparently you did
It's
that on
easy
the
to
last one. Another comment that we got from our friend Matt.
Yeah, but the thing is, we can't ask Matt if that's real or not.
Right. Yeah. Well, not on this podcast.
Not.
But apparently, you know, we just got to take it at face value. Is that apparently Gus broke the one rule last podcast?
Really?
I can't believe that.
I guess so.
I can, but
But I mean, we don't know if that's real.
But we don't know if that's real or not. So
When did you do it?
Exactly.
We'll never know.
Well, when you don't know what's real, you don't know when.
When you don't know what's real, you don't know when it's real.
I think it's better to live. Doesn't matter.
Just not knowing what's real or not.
It's not.
That's
I mean, Stan could just be a brain in the dark.
exactly.
I couldn't.
Yeah, Stan's the
Any of us-
ultimate brain. He's the only real one out of
Yeah.
us. Everyone
Yeah.
else is fake.
I mean, I
Well, any
just
of us
started
could be
realizing
AI.
what you guys are saying this entire podcast.
we could be
This is
Black
the
Elvis
first time I've
robots.
understood what you guys are talking about.
You guys all sounded like Boomhauer until just
Until just now, I didn't understand a thing you guys were saying. Which brings me into my topic.
Oh yeah, you're
Because
also.
I didn't understand. Sorry. Go ahead.
This is it's the start of my topic.
Because that brings.
I didn't
you-
understand anybody. Well, no.
You didn't give a shit. You were just zoned out in your own little world.
I don't
Yeah,
care about anybody else's.
Dune, what the fuck? Dune, like sand dunes, like in Sleeping Bear?
Like,
Yeah, whatever,
you said
man.
Dune, there was a movie.
Whatever, man. Yeah, who gives a shit?
You guys was talking about something. Anyways,
Yeah, whatever.
there's things I could talk about.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and you have something that you should be talking about.
And it could be real.
It could be
could be
real.
real.
It could be real. It
Not
could be
be
fake.
real.
I mean,
I should have made.
Gus
Well,
really
maybe I
taught us
did
a
make all
lesson in
that up.
reality.
You might have. Yeah.
Gus really taught us a lot tonight. I think.
I think anytime talking.
We
about
really
this,
started
you know,
questioning reality. You know,
We
after.
started breaking down the walls of this podcast.
Yeah, we broke down the walls. We destroyed its barriers, and
We did. Popped its bubble, ruptured its bubble.
we ruptured its bubble. I mean, like, really. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stan, you're
Oh,
right.
yeah, let's go to the topic. I'm going to peep, but I'm listening.
So I want to talk about the Quincy copper mine in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. I went there recently.
Okay.
It's in the Hancock, or no, it's in the city of Hancock on the Keweenaw Peninsula. So like up here in the UP,
Near Houghton?
near Houghton, right across. You remember when you cross the bridge in Houghton?
Yeah.
On the other side, and you go like less than a mile up into the mountains. And so it's in the Keweenaw Peninsula, and it was the first copper mine established in Michigan. And the only reason it formed was because a bunch of different companies speculated the land, and the federal government gave them all grants to mine, but they overlapped onto the same land. And the federal government just messed up. And then they all agreed to just become one big company.
Shit, that's crazy.
And they started mining in 1840. Before there was like mechanical like drills and stuff, and like you couldn't. It was just like people
Before we
with
had
pickaxes.
jackhammers and shit, yeah.
It was like way before. Like it was just pickaxes, and you go down there.
Yeah.
And they like mined for like a few years until like 1860. And they didn't really find anything. They didn't find much at all. And it was like going pretty terribly. And then in 1966, they found this like big patch of copper. And then they found.
Wait, when did they open the mine?
In 1840.
So it took them over 100. It took them 120 years before they found anything.
No, it was
about it.
no, it's not true.
You said 1966 is when they found anything.
That's not true.
What do you mean it's not true?
I said that they found copper in 1866.
But you said that they were mining, and they found fuck all until 1966.
That's true.
What do you mean? Whatever, I'll let you tell you story.
1866.
Yeah, we don't know what's real.
In 1866 is when they finally really found much. There's this like layer above the UP that has a bunch of copper. It's like not like solid copper, but there's a way
Above
more,
the UP, up in the clouds.
like a layer going across
Okay.
the UP. There's a soil layer which is very thin, and then there's this like layer of copper.
It
but
took
they
them
kept,
120 years to find it, huh? Alright, go on.
But
You guys can never have me on it.
It's crazy that Stan's topic is getting questioned.
You guys had Caden. I watched the Caden one, and you guys, it was like an hour long, like perfect, like 50 minutes each. I'm here, and we're like 50 minutes in, and we've just gotten to standstill. Sorry, that's my bad.
We're just having fun.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
I mean, the only real rule is that you can't ask what's real.
I know, it's just
true.
interrogating.
So, like, the length isn't. It's flexible.
why am I the only one getting interrogated?
It's
Nobody else
it's
got
crazy.
interrogated.
Actually,
It's crazy.
yeah.
Okay, talk about the copper mine.
Whatever. There's copper. They found it. It took them like.
End of story.
That's it. That's the first big lie.
That's the first big lie. Yeah.
That's the only big lie of the podcast.
And that's for y'all to figure out. But it took them like 20 years to find copper, and then they did. And there's like this huge thick layer of copper that goes across the Upper Peninsula.
Yeah.
And so they found this like high concentrated spot of copper, and they just like kept mining there and like build like bigger places and even bigger houses, and like even bigger like mining facilities. And they built the world's biggest hoist in the entire globe. And it's
Biggest
really
hoist.
The entire globe.
To this day.
to this day nobody's
Wow.
ever built a machine that's that big.
Wow.
And it's like
And the Hoyt, that's what they lowered the guys down with and brought them
yeah,
back
and
up
like
with.
they would bring like rocks up with
Shit,
it. And it's a big mechanical object. And they built it in like the 70s.
It's like, how is a hoist different than a crane?
They didn't have. It was like this.
They didn't have
like,
cranks
it was
back
just
then.
in like a
Hey,
room.
They only
It was,
had
like,
cranks
connected to the ground. It
recently.
was this
you know?
big spool of like
Yeah.
wire, steam engine. But it wasn't like an automobile. It doesn't move.
Yeah, but I mean, there's cranes that don't move.
But it's just a rope. It's a big spool of rope.
Oh, I see.
And it's like it's just really big.
I guess a crane probably has to move in another way too.
That's what I was thinking. But
So
this one's like
one,
it's also
two,
in
at
like a
least.
building. There's a building that surrounds it.
Around the
It's a
crane?
crane.
Wait, what?
I mean, I could, but I feel like not.
I don't want my crane on the outside of the building because it's building. The building.
Well, they
could be
built a
building
building
something
around
inside
this.
of it.
That's
big
true.
rope.
Building's on the inside. I need my crane to make the bathroom.
Well,
fly,
I've
yeah.
actually seen the
Wouldn't be
world's
a
biggest
person.
crane and the world's second biggest crane.
Where's the
We haven't
biggest-
seen the world's biggest hoist.
Where's the world's biggest crane at?
It's in Belfast.
Where's the second biggest?
In Belfast, right next to it.
What the fuck were they doing in Ireland? What the fuck? Alright, anyways, can't continue.
You haven't seen the world's biggest hoist.
I've never seen the world's biggest hoist.
It's in the UP.
It's in the
United Peninsula.
It's the United Peninsula of Michigan.
Yes.
That's the world's biggest hoist. You can look at it; it's pretty cool. You can't go in there; you can only catch a glimpse of it.
How do you go in a hoist?
I don't know.
I guess you get on it.
You get hoisted up. Yeah, that'd be
It's
cool.
like, well, because I went to one of the shafts.
You went to the shaft, huh?
I did the big one.
Gordy, put up a photo of Stan getting hoisted.
Put up a photo
Yeah,
of a big
generate
shaft.
me getting hoisted into the big shaft.
That'd be great.
But there was like mine shaft number 7 was the one that was like near us. We looked at it, it was like a big pit straight down, and I showed this like contraption of like you like stand on. It's like a elevator thing, and it was like you step on this like wooden block and it like lowers you down with like a rope.
Nice.
And it was interesting, and I think that's what the hoist did. I don't know,
That makes sense.
but the entire mine was like it made up for 50% of the copper produced in the United States. Just that mine.
Wow.
And the other
Crazy.
50% was like multiple
We used to be a
companies.
real state.
It's like we were the biggest copper mine in the
What do we
country.
produce now?
And I don't know. I have no idea.
Underground rap.
Underground rap.
Yeah.
I thought that was a funny statistic.
Yeah,
And
that's
then-
wild.
While I was there was like a replica, not a replica, but one of the houses that one of the miners used to live in.
Yeah.
And it told us like a little bit, like there was like a big plaque, and it said a little bit about the guy who lived there. And it said he took 2 days off total in his 35 years of working there.
You didn't tell me
And
this.
the first day, it said was because of a holiday, and it had a question mark and said we actually don't know for sure.
A holiday?
It was a holiday, probably. And then the other time he took the day off was because a big rock fell on his head and gave him a concussion and broke his skull.
And one
That was
And then he
one
went back the
day.
next day.
Yeah, one
He
day.
went back next day.
He went back the next day, and then
People
2
were
years
stronger
later,
back then.
Yeah.
he went to the mine and just never came back.
He never came back?
They never found him.
They don't know what happened.
Wait,
to
who is this guy? He's just a miner?
This is Joshua Abraham Sr., the coal miner. He moved to copper, yeah.
Dude, it all ties
It's all
together.
connected.
It all makes sense in 1980.
They said they found his trousers, and that was about it.
Wait, you didn't tell this part. You told that. You
Only
told the
his
rest of it in the
trousers?
story. They only found his trousers.
They only found his trousers. That
Where's
was-
the rest of them?
Dude, a
No,
fucking
they
chip
never
copper
found
got
him.
him or some shit. What the
They
fuck?
never found
Yeah,
him.
why would he take off his
Crazy.
trousers and then die?
He's leaving.
They've never found his body. They said it was a presumed accident.
Maybe he didn't. Well, he probably didn't know that he was going to die when he took off his trousers.
They said it was a presumed mining accident.
But they can only assume it was a mine.
But the thing, listen,
Okay.
the entire mine spanned for like thousands of feet in each direction. It was
Yeah.
like, it was very, very big. It was a very big, like the underground part, like the like mines and like different tunnels. And around 1970, there was like more industrial equipment going into the mines as opposed to just like pure manpower. And there was just, like the first drills that were used like they would use compressed air to push this big piston into rock. And it started out with like 3-man ones where you had to like have 3 people to like use that drill to make sure everybody was safe, to make sure it still worked. But by 1880, it became just one person could use one, and you would be in the mine for 26 hours in the dark by yourself with a big drill. And it was like people would come back up and they would say they would be insane.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
Why did they have to be down there for 26 hours?
That was just the day.
That's just how it worked.
26-hour working day, yeah. I mean, our days used to be like 30 hours, and then fucking woke liberals cut it down. You know? They cut it down to 24.
For all those listening, don't get it twisted. We are laughing, but actually, we do take mining accidents very
Dude, it's
seriously.
very
After
serious.
thinking,
Hey,
so-
It's
in
a trouble.
the description, you can donate to a GoFundMe for accidents
For copper
for
mining.
victims of mining accidents.
It's
I
bad.
will-
For Joshua
donate.
Abram Jr.,
I
his
will.
dad was really injured. He needs help.
that's why he couldn't.
And they would be
read.
mining,
Yeah.
and big rocks would like fall on them and die because it was just one person who could use that drill.
For 26 hours.
No, I'm embellishing.
Why'd you ask him?
That's the big lie. That was the big
That
lie.
was the
right
second
there.
biggest lie we've told today.
That was the big lie. Right there.
It was more.
I needed to ask if it was real.
You've got no fucking place to ask if anything's real after the shit.
My shit was real.
Okay, but that's not the topic at hand, though.
And you shouldn't be saying that either.
I didn't
And
question, I
also,
just
Stan's
said,
in the middle of this
mine is-
damn topic.
I am.
Man,
Jesus.
I'm sorry. We've interrupted you so many times.
I get it. I've been getting it the worst the whole time. I get asked a billion questions. Nobody asked a single question there in yours.
I'm sorry. There's a
I backed you up even.
There's a GoFundMe in the description to donate to Stan
Well, yeah, his
because
made a
he's
little more
suffering. Donate to Stan, $100.
Yeah, donate-
You go
donate
donate
to
to
me.
Stan. He's a victim of our interruptions.
I'll put a link to that too.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have a link to the coal miner injury victims and
And Stan.
I needed it, man. I really needed it.
You can pick one of them.
You know, it was cool. They were like mining and shit.
Uh-huh.
I don't remember what I was I don't remember what I was talking about.
Yeah, I don't know. Was there much else to it? Like, what's going on with it now? Why did it stop?
Ooh, good question.
Yeah.
So it lasted until the Great Depression,
Oh, yeah.
and then copper prices fell during the Great Depression, so they stopped production in 1937.
Yeah.
But then World War II started up, and so they were commissioned to make a bunch more like just like copper and brass products. And so they kept mining until 1945, and then copper prices fell after World War II, and then never reopened again.
Damn, yeah.
And they were around for like over 100, like 2 years, over 100 years, 102 years. Some kids call it.
Shit.
But,
I knew a guy
Something
called
like
the
that.
copper miner because he would collect pennies and he'd strip houses and shit. He'd break into houses and take the. He was one of those tweakers. He'd break into houses, take the copper
Yeah.
miners. I call him the copper miner.
Yeah, these guys like
That's
mine
modern
copper.
day.
How does that relate?
It doesn't.
Yeah, well, how does that relate to the big lie? Yeah.
And so they were also known as Old Revival because they always paid their debtors back at the end of the year until 1945.
Interesting.
Yeah,
That was a
so
funny
there's
one
still a
there.
bunch of copper in there?
Like in some parts of the UP, they like got a lot of
Free
it.
Yeah,
for the
most of it.
taking?
I mean, you can go down. It's hard. You can get it if you want.
If
It's
you
not
have
easy.
a drill in 26 hours at a time.
26 hours of the drill by yourself in the dark, then go do it.
I bought a copper enamel necklace while I
This
was
could
in
be the
Houghton.
first copper miner
Oh, really?
podcast.
Yes.
We
And
can
it
all
was
go.
probably that dude who mined it. and
We
he
can all
probably
go back
did.
to the copper
Probably.
mines. This could be the first
Probably
copper
killed
miner
him.
podcast.
You probably killed him trying to get that copper.
Yeah,
dude.
maybe we could do a segment where we're in copper mines.
That'd be
Yes.
really solid.
Gordy cut us.
Gordy
out
cut
to
to
the United-
AI generation of us in
Gordy
copper
chopped it
mines.
down to we're nothing.
Gordy
Cut out all of this. Gordy cut it down to 5
Cut that's a
minutes.
segment out.
Well, yeah.
Gordy, cut me out. Just put a black
copper
square
mines,
over my
copper
face and
mine,
cut out
right
every
there.
word.
Right, yeah.
Did they find
There's-
anything else?
I don't think so. You can get a tour there that goes underneath into the mines if you want.
Pretty cool.
Maybe I could
It's
find
a
something else.
it's a national historic spot. It's
show
down
me-
a state park.
You show up with your big, beautiful.
And there's a big
pickaxe.
sign. There's like a big fence where they're repairing something, and there's a sign that says "proudly funded by the Biden administration."
That's awesome. Wow.
And I think that's
That is
pretty
awesome.
This podcast is sponsored by the Biden
Yeah,
administration.
put a link down.
Proudly funded.
We're
below.
proudly funded.
Thank
by
you,
the
Biden administration, for sponsoring us. We wouldn't be this podcast without you.
And we're
We
proud.
wouldn't have gone.
There's
to
a
the Quincy
GoFundMe in
Copper
the in the description for Joe Biden, so donate to that as well. Stan mining accidents. Joe
Joe
Biden.
Biden. Right.
Yeah, we'll get
You
like
could use the
15
money.
GoFundmes.
Yeah. I mean, our 6 subscribers, I'm sure will.
They
Hey,
will do
seven,
it. They will do
seven.
it.
I
Is it about-
subscribed today.
Oh,
7.
really?
It's
Okay.
fucking
Yeah, dude,
7 now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Our 7 subscribers will pay for so much for us.
Yes,
Well, I'm
thank
not
you
gonna,
guys.
So 6, yeah.
So the 6.
That's six. Yes.
All right. Well, should we vote on our favorite topics?
Well, yeah. Or maybe I have more questions for Stan.
Oh well, yeah.
All
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
Did you have fun up north?
I did. Yeah, it was very fun.
That's great.
The copper mine was cool, and did some other things.
What else did you do?
I stayed in Ishpeming.
Ish what?
It's a city
Ishpeming?
or a township, I guess.
That's
There's like
farther
nothing
than
there.
Houghton or less far?
It's some could say it's closer.
I'd say it's closer, but yeah.
Where
It's like it's like a little bit below Marquette. It's like
Okay.
So Marquette's like
Okay.
over here. It's like down there.
So
Gordy, throw
it
a
is
picture
less
of
far.
Marquette.
No, so, yeah, as I would refer, it's closer.
Yes. Yeah, Ishpeming, there's a horrible claw there.
There is.
There's
They
a
co-
claw?
That thing is pretty
horrible
interesting.
One, a big and horrible
It's
one.
really
apparently. I don't
What
know.
does that
Gordy,
mean?
put up a picture. I'll send a bunch of different angles of it.
Put up a picture of the horrible claw.
But you could
Gordy.
go downtown in Ishpeming and it'd be quiet at like 10 p.m. Like no lights on, not a single place open, and it's like we went into a bar and there was one singular dude sitting in there,
Wow,
and he talked
shit.
to my dad and said, "I had family in Kalamazoo once," and my dad said, "Okay," and then he didn't talk to him again.
Did you get a beer?
I didn't.
Did your dad?
Yeah,
When did your dad watch the Hurricane Katrina documentary?
when we got back to the place we're staying at.
Okay.
Was it-
Was that an
He turned it on. That was in Ishpeming. But there was this like big crazy looking thing. It was like a radio tower. It looked like a radio tower.
This is
With
in
like-
the documentary.
No, this is in Ishpeming. This is where the place I was staying at. And it looked like a radio tower. And it had like these like white like ribbon like things around it. And there was 3 of them, and it looked really weird. And you could see it from downtown.
ribbon? What do you mean ribbons? Like they were
I guess-
flailing ribbons in the wind?
No, they're
A
like
weather ball.
no, it
You keep
wasn't.
talking
It wasn't a ball.
The
We're
catastrophic.
talking, about
It's
this,
a
we're
ball.
talking about the same thing.
It was a claw.
Oh, okay.
It's a-
What the fuck? That was Gordy,
and it was in
Gordy, throw up a
Ishpeming.
picture
It
of the
looked like
claw.
this from farther
Thank you,
away.
Gordy.
Thank you,
Gordy,
Gordy.
for all those listening, it's something solar or spatial or lunar.
This is it from downtown. You can see it from,
Aliens
like,
put it there
everywhere.
or something.
Oh.
It could
This
be
is
a
from
big lie.
downtown in the,
The aliens
township.
Gus was talking about earlier put it there.
My dad said it looked like he made it feel like he was in a David Lynch movie. He was like, it's controlling me, and like it was just like big and weird looking. I looked it up, and it's called the Ishpeming Experimental Wind Device, and it was a wind turbine that they built in 2010, and they like it was like a new design that they were trying to see would work better, and then it spun for 2010 until the first day of 2011, and it's never spun again. And then there's an article that was posted from like this like newspaper in the UP, and it was like the Ishpeming local government said that the turbine is going nowhere. That was in 2023. So they're planning to
Never
keep.
spun again.
They're just gonna keep it there.
Yeah, these are it's not going anywhere.
Did it like break or something that they didn't even fucking
Yeah,
realize?
it's like it didn't do anything. It like lasted less than a year and then stopped moving. But it's a wind turbine. It was supposed to generate energy,
Well, it's not.
and it like moved, it moved for less than a year.
I don't think it would be generating energy because I don't think because it's not spinning, I don't think
Because
it
of
would
how-
be
yeah.
producing energy.
Yeah, for sure. That's why I said that's what it was supposed to be doing.
Yeah, it wouldn't be producing anything.
You know, it was supposed to help generate energy and power. It didn't. You're right.
Yeah. Wow. Well,
Good assumption.
fantastic.
Yeah, man, what it is, man. Twin gang.
Twin.
Gordy Thorpe Fletcher, stand up.
Yeah, and now you guys will see Fletcher's stand-up bit. He really wanted to put.
He wanted to be on the podcast, but they wouldn't let him because he's naughty.
Yeah.
He's naughty. He can't handle himself.
Yeah.
He's bad. He's a naughty man.
Shout out Fletcher though.
Shout out Fletcher. You want one? Hey, anytime, man. Go for it. Go for it, Rick. Go for it.
Yeah,
Go for it, Rick. Go for it.
Great topic.
Yeah,
I
I
love that.
Yeah.
a lot of different things.
That's what I was saying. Is that was a good bookend. That's why I picked Gus before you because that was a good bookend.
Right.
Yeah, everybody talk over me.
In a way,
Everybody talk over me. Derail it.
he picked you to be at the end so we could all talk over you.
Yeah, so everybody's at their drunkest.
Yeah, everyone's yeah.
Whoever goes last gets derailed because we're the drunk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's what I just said.
That's part of the fun.
It's a good vibe you got here. We got like
And you weren't like first
Tons of
like
views.
the last 2 episodes. So, yeah.
I was first and second.
Yes. So you get a turn this time. Yeah. Should we vote on our favorite topics?
Show up a picture of the things I did.
Yeah.
Gordy, throw up a picture of you.
We'll throw a little montage of Stan's trip in there, probably.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
awesome.
Thank you, Gordy.
Love you, Gordy. Treat yourself, Gordy. Hey, Gordy, get 2 fellas on me, but I'm not paying for it.
Gordy, go
it.
get 2 fellas on Wednesday.
Gordy, insert a clip of you getting 2 fellas.
On Wednesday.
On Wednesday. Yeah, on Wednesday.
That'd be great. Maybe a
So we're voting
maybe
on
a review too.
Yeah. Gordy, throw up the review.
Yeah, a review of the two fellows.
Are we voting
Yeah,
on
you
a favorite
got
story
one
then?
Yeah, our favorite
everybody
topic.
votes.
Yeah,
Can we vote for ourselves? Not that I'm going to vote for myself. I don't want to vote for
You
myself.
can.
you totally can. Yeah,
I'd vote for Gus, but whoa.
I'm definitely not voting for Gus. Even though you had a great topic and I thought it was very informative.
Well, actually,
So
that
are we just gonna
goes to show
vote?
that the truth doesn't
Thought-provoking.
matter.
Let's just vote.
Yeah, in the
okay,
description, there's a GoFundMe. If you donate $5, you can vote too.
I'm voting for Stan's topic.
I'm voting for Gus's.
I'm voting for Gus's.
Voting for Vance's.
All right.
I think Gus wins then,
Yeah, I
right?
guess
Yeah, Gus
Two
wins.
votes.
Yeah, good shit.
That's good shit, man.
Good.
You know,
Now,
it's,
Gus,
it's
you won,
exactly
so
what
you have
I
to
wanted
freestyle
hear.
about the topic then, huh?
Yeah, because you won. You have to freestyle.
Yeah.
Well, that's actually not the rules.
What are the rules?
That we all freestyle about.
You guys didn't tell me
Well, we're gonna
anything.
do- we're gonna
I
do-
thought we were just hanging out. I didn't realize we were
do
doing a
it.
podcast.
We have to do a minute of silence.
Oh yeah, we do have to. Do
Yeah,
that
all we
next
need
time.
really is a minute of silence, and
Then we'll
that'll
wrap it
be
up.
I
Yeah.
guess.
All right.
Yeah. Should we start it?
Yep.
Why do we have a minute of silence? For the
For the
Brave
Mujahideen.
It's not. I was gonna say it for the Brave Mujahideen fighters.
That wasn't quite a minute,
it's
but we were
fine,
pretty
I
close.
Why do you need a minute of
For
silence?
the brave workers who fought hard in the mines.
It has to be for
The brave coal miners, like
the brave
for like
copper
Joshua.
miners.
Joshua Abrams Sr. For the brave coal miners.
Yeah, this one's
He passed away in the
This one's
mines.
for
He
the
lost his
miners.
trousers. We don't.
He had
know
to
why.
make audiobooks and shit for
Joshua
Joshua
Abrams, this guy that Sam was talking about.
Sam.
Exactly. Sam.
You know who I am. this dude,
Okay,
Sam would talk.
for all those listening, I don't know who this is.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Gus, do you know any of us
Bye.
here?